So tomorrow is the first day of Ramadan, and for my non-Muslim friends, just want to say, you know, there are some misconceptions about Ramadan. Most people think it is just about not eating. Um, it's a big part of it. So we don't eat, we don't drink from dawn to sunset, and that's the main thing. But it is in the Islamic theology, it is and the Islamic teaching, it is much more than that. It is basically meant to teach you self-control and kind of challenges you to push your limits beyond what you think you're capable of. And there is a big moral aspect of it. So it's not only fasting from food and drink, it's fasting from doing bad things. And, you know, in some sense, that's even, there's a bigger emphasis on that aspect, the moral and the spiritual aspect. It's kind of, you know, you let yourself grow from the inside instead of focusing on the body. And even, you know, with the body, there are a lot of health benefits from fasting, and there's a, you know, a lot of studies in the recent decades that suggest, you know, a lot of good benefits from fasting, intermittent fasting, and, you know, the autophagy that's preventive for cancer. Maybe it's not good at the established cancer, but it certainly has some preventive mechanisms against the cancer, and that happens, you know, after long time of fasting. But of course, you know, most Muslims, they don't do it. Almost all Muslims, they don't do it because of the health benefits. You know, we are mandated to do it. That's it. We just do it. And, you know, I hear some of my friends, they say, oh, how can you do it? I can never go without drinking water, at least, you know, for several hours. But that's what you think, you know, and once you force yourself to do it, you know, you will find that you can do it easily. And we know that, you know, body can produce water, you know, from the chemical reactions and biological reactions. You know, part of the metabolism is producing H2O. So fasting for a long period is sometime, if you get used to it, you don't feel dehydrated. And that, of course, depends on, you know, if you're working outside, if it's a hot area, if it's, you know, the weather is more extreme. And the other misconception is that, you know, people think that there are no exceptions. There are actually a lot of exceptions. Like, you know, obviously if you're sick, and if your doctor says, you know, fasting will hurt you, you have excuse. You can go without fasting. If you're traveling, you don't fast. Children, you know, they're encouraged to fast, but they don't, you know, they don't, especially at the younger age. And, you know, it's just surprising. You know, I tell my kids, the ones in school, like, you know, how do you feel about Ramadan? And it's surprising how excited they are. It's like a challenge, and, you know, they're looking forward to do it and to overcome that. So yeah, so it has more aspects than just not eating and drinking. And, you know, one other aspect is to try to, you know, forgive people, and, you know, try to communicate better and be the best version of yourself at work, at home, with your friends, you know, and on social media, which is unfortunately, you know, it's a source of some toxicity. So try to be kind, try to be forgiving as best as you can. And of course, you should try to do that throughout the year, not only during Ramadan, but you know, it's like having like Mother Day or Father's Day. You know, of course, you doesn't mean that you don't appreciate your mother or your father around the year just on that day. No, it's just like, you know, you are more encouraged, and this is like an opportunity, and it's like a training camp to focus and, you know, try to you know, overcome all the differences and reconcile the disagreements between, you know, the people who you have disagreement with. And that's actually a very, very big part of it is, you know, during Ramadan and by the end of Ramadan, we're all encouraged to reach out to people who we have differences with, and, you know, talk to them and apologize and forgive. And you know, so, you know, I hope most of us try to do that. And it's doable, it's not something impossible. And I look forward to Ramadan. Thank you.